Although it's technically a place where Batman universe villains are held, Arkham Asylum is, like Gotham City in general, more of a concept than anything else. But the concept here is a toy box. I'm Matchstick and I'm giving a writer's analysis of Batman's world. First off, Arkham isn't a prison. The Batman universe has a more traditional prison, that's Blackgate, which is where more normal Batman villains go. One example here is the Penguin, who is basically just a human criminal and is usually sent there instead of the Asylum. Instead, Arkham is home to two types of criminals, the insane and the superpowered. I'm not going to list off what happens in various stories, because that's not what I'm doing here, but Arkham is sometimes shown as a place where horrible medical experiments are done or have been done on mentally ill patients, usually by a member of the Arkham family. In this way, it's sadly tied to reality, where that exact sort of thing has happened repeatedly in the past. Keeping with its insane asylum aspect, Arkham is where criminals like Two-Face and the Joker are housed. Two-Face, of course, has multiple personalities, and the Joker's whole shtick is being crazy. Whether or not the Joker is actually insane is another topic, but on the surface, the connection makes sense. And villains like Clayface or Mr. Freeze would be impossible to house in a normal prison. One is a shapeshifter, and the other can only exist in frigid environments according to the lore. The more extreme iterations of Killer Croc fit here too. If he's just a guy with a skin disorder, he could probably go to Blackgate. But if he's a massive lizard man, yeah, that's Arkham for sure. The Asylum is somehow able to afford all the specialized equipment you need to hold these guys. But beyond what the place is at face value, Arkham has a major role in the Batman universe. It's where the toys go when they're not being played with. If a given supervillain isn't in the story you're reading, he's probably in Arkham. So why is this important? It comes down to the age-old question of why Batman doesn't kill the Joker. The truth is that the Joker can't die because he's too much of a moneymaker. That's literally why he's still around, because before the Joker, Batman killed all his villains. When the Joker was created, a Batman editor had to step in and save the guy because he had so much potential. If that hadn't happened, the Joker would only have been in 1 or 2 issues, and the Batman franchise would be so much less interesting that it probably wouldn't have survived for almost 90 years so far. So, if Batman can't kill the Joker for financial reasons, writers need to work backwards and find plot reasons. Enter Arkham Asylum, which allows Batman to neutralize the threats villains cause. In short, Batman not killing villains only makes sense if a place like Arkham exists. It's also a plot shortcut for beginning stories. Why is Scarecrow suddenly causing problems after all his time outside of Batman media? He just escaped from Arkham. In addition, a full Arkham breakout is a great way to up the stakes in a bigger story. If things were bad before the breakout, they're worse now. Basically, Arkham Asylum is a vital part of Batman lore. It makes Batman's relationship to his villains more believable. If you don't think so, let me know in the comments, and if you dug this, check out the rest of the series. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.